Okay, so let's get down to the first guy. We're going to call him Delivery Guy. Um, we have to give grace and allowances for things going on in the pandemic. So he kind of was displaced with his job during the pandemic, so he started working for a delivery, food delivery. So he can make his own hours, get money, work when he wants. So it was working for him. So I met him and he was talking a good game. He seemed really nice and sincere. We talked like twice and he was just like, I like the way you're talking. I like, I'm for it. Now, mind you, he's younger. Oh, so we could also call him the young guy. Excuse me. But there is a 8-year difference. So he's 32 and I'm 40. So he was like, I don't mind the age difference. I like older women. I like thick women. I like BBWs. You what I want. I like you. I'm like, oh, he talking good. He like them pictures. I'm into you. So, like I said, we were talking and he was like, let's set up a date. I want to take you on a date. So first he said he wanted to take me on a lunch date on Thursday and then he wanted to take me on a dinner date on Saturday. So I was like, okay. But leading up to Thursday, like the day before, I was like, listen, I can't go to the lunch date on Thursday, and I might not be able to go to the dinner date on Saturday. It just depends. Um, it just depends on if the test result, because one of my clients had been exposed to someone who had tested positive for COVID. So I was quarantining at home waiting for my client to get their test results back on whether they had it. And then based on whether or not they had it was whether or not I need to go take a test. So it came back negative. But on that Wednesday, I did not know that. So I was telling him, listen, we can't go for a dinner date on Thursday because I have to stay at home until I figure out, hear back. So he was like, okay, we'll just plan for Saturday, because I'm sure you'll hear back. So, of course, I did hear back on Friday. So I knew on the clear. So I was like, okay. So Friday night, I'm a night out. I'm up all night. So he was talking to me, and it happened to be like 3 in the morning, and his car stalled, like completely stopped, wouldn't turn over, wouldn't cut on, like he couldn't get anything from it. And it just so happens he was like 3/4 of a mile away from he was in his apartment complex, but not at his apartment. He was able to coast the car, put it in neutral, coast it, guide it or whatever, get it to where he needed to get it, got it safely. But he is not from here, doesn't have roommates. He does have roommates. Roommates don't have cars, so he couldn't even get in his trunk to get his jumper cables out. So he was asking me the next day if he couldn't get somebody, could I come and give him a jump? So I said, okay. I'm really an empathist. Like, I really feel for people. They can get me with sob stories. I start to feel sorry for people. I have this healing spirit that I want to heal everybody, make sure everybody's whole and happy, and it gets me in trouble sometimes. So, of course, I felt when he called me the next day, like one something, I felt really bad. And, because his car is how he makes his money because he drives. So I felt really bad. So I was like, let me go over there, give him a jump. So I go over there to give him a jump. And I'm going to just tell you this. All my feelings went out the window. Because I was into him and I was ready to go on a date. He was still trying to go on a date. I had to let it charge, like, push on the gas and let my jumper cable stay on there for like a half an hour so he could get some juice so he could. And it finally started and he was able to. And I was like, well, I think it's either the battery or the battery, or he was saying something about the starter. But I was like, I really think it's the battery, but I don't know. I'm not a mechanic, but I'm thinking if we charge it now, it's working. So he was saying he has a warranty or something on it, the engine work or something under the hood. So I was like, oh, that's good. You should be able to get straight. So he was like, talking about some of my finances. And he was like, I feel like I have enough money, the type of restaurant you want to go to. Because we had already picked out a restaurant. And he was like, how much is it? How much do you think it'll be for us both to go there, eat, have a good time? I want you to be comfortable, order what you want. And I was just like, I don't know. But I feel like when someone asks you that, they're tight on their money. So I start to think, I don't want to be self conscious at the restaurant thinking to myself, let me not order this. It might be too expensive. Or let me not order that. And then I started trying to count your money. And I don't want to be counting your money. I barely want to be counting my money because I wish I just had an abundance and didn't have to count. So I just don't want to do that. I don't want to make me uncomfortable. So I just was like, how about we not go and postpone it just because you have a car? He was just like, no, 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 no. So he made a mistake and let me see his account because he was going through on his phone. And I was like, oh no, 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 no. That's not right. I would feel bad like taking, it was just really nothing there. And I know he fell on hard times, but I just can't do it. And I kind of lost all of my attraction to him. So I really don't know what to do because I've kind of tried to break away from him. And he is very determined that he's going to win me over. He just needs to, get back on his feet. His car was working for like, what was it, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. It went back out on Tuesday. So now, he's like, I guess it is the battery. But the car place said that they couldn't take it till December 3rd because they were backed up. So, now he's down and out with the car again. And he's just like, talking about spending Thanksgiving together. I mean, you can't come spend Thanksgiving because I don't know you. I'm being with my family. It's COVID. It's a whole situation. And I kind of just want him to let it go. But he's very determined. He's very determined that he's going to get back on his feet. Get himself together. And he's going to win me over. And I'm going to see that he is the best man. But this is what he told me on the phone. I'm going to see that he is the best man for me. And no one is going to treat me as good as him. And I'm conflicted because part of me thinks that would be impressive to see him get back on his feet, be doing so well, and come back and meet me where I'm at, and be able to take me out on dates and, all of that thing. And I would be impressed by that. But the other part of me says he's prone to this, to having setbacks. Yes, he's also prone to getting back on his feet, but he had told me stories of where he was like, don't worry, I've had setbacks before. And he had told me some stories of some setbacks he's had. So I just feel like he's unstable. And he has one child. I mean, he pays child support. He doesn't seem to be behind on child support. But I just feel like he's unstable. And that got me to thinking that sometimes we believe that we're ready to date and introduce someone else into our lives, but we don't know the financial cost and energy it expounds. So for women, it may not be really a lot of financial exposure for us because we're being courted by the men, so we're being taken out on dates. So we're not having to foot a lot of expenses unless it's to maintain our looks and to look good for the dates and stuff like that. But it does take a lot of energy. You have to now try to get to know someone, let them in your life, be vulnerable to them, be open to the process, all of those things. And that takes energy. You have to be able to bounce back when it doesn't go right. This takes a lot of energy. But for men, I think when you're trying to date a woman and you're trying to get back in there and you have to date and court women, you have to really think about, am I financially able to do that? Because it's bringing someone else in the situation. You have to court them. Even if you take them out for ice cream, you meet them at Starbucks to get coffee, you want to take them to dinner, you're going to have to keep, it's an expense. So you have to set some money aside. And if you're not able to do that, I don't really think you're able to have a relationship. So I think you have to wait until you're financially stable to date, because right now, if you're not financially stable, you have a hard enough time concentrating on you. How can you try to bring somebody else in the fold? And especially if you already have a child, because your main focus should be on you and them financially. And I don't see how anyone else fits into that. So I just really think that that's something that people need to think about. And I don't think they think about enough. But I think about that, and I don't think he should put himself under that stress, and I'm not gonna put myself under that stress. I'm not doing it. I'm just not doing it. But once again, I'm out in these streets. I'm out in these streets looking for a husband because I want a loving, supportive, high functioning, healthy marriage, and I want children. And I'm believing God that that's going to happen. But the process and the road there, Lord Jesus, why do I have to take the rough road? Because this road is rough. You hear me? This road is rough. And I'm not quite sure why I have to take such a rough road. I'm tired. I need a shortcut. I need the shortcut. I want to ride in a Maybach so I can lay down and stretch out while I'm going through the process and the journey. I mean, I just don't feel like it should just be this rough. I feel like I'm a hitchhiker, and it's just a lot. It's just a lot, and I'm wondering what I did to deserve this karma. Woo, Jesus help me. But on to the next person. I will just keep fighting a good fight. But speaking of the next person, the next person was a guy who we're gonna call him food truck guy. So he is older. He's 45. He came to me. He was like, "I love your smile, love your whole look, and I really want to." Get to know you. And I'm like, okay, sure. I'm always open to somebody getting to know me. Ciao. And so we were getting to know each other. He's divorced. He has 2 kids. And we were talking. So then he says, yeah, what I'm looking for is just, I'm concentrating. I'm divorced. And I'm concentrating right now on getting my food truck. I don't bought the truck. So now I got to get it, fixed up, and I'm going to concentrate on that. That's going to probably take me about 3-4 months. I'm going to get that together. And, that's kind of what I'm concentrating on. But I really want a good friend right now. Somebody I can talk to, lean on, and all that stuff. And I'm hoping that can be you. And I explained to him, oh, no, it can't be me because I'm good on friends. And he was like, huh? I was like, yeah, I'm good on friends. I'm interested in finding a husband or allowing him to find me, like just putting myself out there so that he can find me. Because he who finds the wife finds the good thing, honey. And I'm a good thing. So I'm just trying to get on the scene so I can allow myself to be found. And that's what I'm here. I'm supposed to be somebody's wife. I'm supposed to be some two little people mama. That's what I'm supposed to be. And I'm not here for friends. I'm good on friends. I have great friends. Okay. I mean, the Lord has really he showed out. Maybe that's why I'm having such a hard time, because he showed out in the friend department. I have some great friends now. Okay. So I'm good on that. I don't need any more friends. I want a husband and I want kids. So you can be friends with somebody else. I don't need you to be my friend. And really, you're not my friend, because really, friends are people who you can call on in the middle of the night when something happens, and that you can depend on, and that you can trust, and that their motives and their intentions when it comes to you. No, that's not it. That's not what we're doing. So no, I'm good. I'm good. I don't need any friends. And he just didn't understand that. He just didn't understand. He kept saying, we can still do stuff. I'm just gonna be concentrated. So I just don't want to have to tell you, because like when you're in a relationship, like you're fully committed and you have to be willing to spend all this time, and I don't know how much time I have, but the time I do have, I would devote it to you. That's why I'm saying I want a friendship. And I said, I understand everything you're saying, and you're not wrong for wanting that because you're concentrating on your food truck and you're divorced and you have your kids. So you were in no rush to do anything, and you can take your own sweet time and you can have as many friends as you want. But I will not be one because I'm good on friends, and that's not what I want. So, needless to say, he's still sending text messages, and he's not getting a reply from me. Um, and I hope he just goes out peacefully because if he continues past the weekend, I will block him. You all know I have no problem blocking people. I block people. I mean, there's nothing wrong with blocking. You're trying to prevent them from doing too much. Like if I block you, you can't do too much. So I'm really helping you. So I mean, I hope that he gets the hint. I already told him I'm good on friends, and he was like, "So I can't keep calling you." I said no. So he didn't call, but he has continued to text, and that's the same thing. So I mean, it's not the same thing, but you're still trying to communicate with me, and I already told you I'm good on friends. So, and a friend wouldn't do that to you. A friend would get back to you, so he should see that we're not friends. Oh my goodness! Again, the struggle is real. The struggle is real. I just want to let y'all know. Y'all pray for your girl. Because, I mean, I'm out here. I keep getting back on the horse. I keep getting back on the horse. Maya Angelou has this quote that says, have the courage to give love one more try, and then one more try, and then one more try after that, and another. I mean, so basically she's saying never give up and keep trying. And I'm trying, girl. I am trying, Maya. But Miss Angelou, I am corrected. I'm trying, but it's just not happening. So y'all keep your girl in prayer. And until next time.